After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hi, and welcome to Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 103, and if you see me looking that way, that's where my show notes are.
And my show notes won't cooperate with my Kindle, so they're on paper form. The song that you just heard, Overhead, is After the Ball.
You did it again.
Overhead. Is After the Ball is Over by Ren Ross, obtained from MovieAlley.com from Mevio.
Okay, I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico. This is Lady Sherbet, and this is Skittles, and Happy, and Ollie. These are our mascots for the Autism Awareness. That is Weirdo.
You don't know the song?
What is your name?
Hi, I'm Talia, also known as Princess Kinjip.
There we go.
Brain Flirt. But you don't know that song?
What song?
It's kind of viral on. It was viral on YouTube for a while. I'm not sure if it still is. It's called Happy, and there's a bunch of people.
I don't have enough time to.
You drop it.
I did. Come here, Skittles.
Skittles just wanted a second go.
Skittles wants to sit here, so I'll put him there for now.
We're just going to see a big bird eye.
Okay, sorry about that.
Ooh, remember what Lauren used to call Lurking Eye?
Oh, the Lurking Eye, yes. Lauren is Lemnit Crochet, Lauren McMorty, who used to have a very good podcast. And
not because your podcast is all of a sudden bad. She just
had to stop.
Lurking Eye.
And she...
Oh, we're going to write her notes.
I'll write notes.
Lemnit Crochet.
She
would get such a kick out of that. She still has time to watch podcasts.
Yeah, she's very busy, so she's no longer podcasting, but she's super. And in fact, the little Ollie pattern, the little man type thing, that was the pattern that she gifted to me about a year and a half ago. Okay, so that's
one of her designs, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I guess I didn't make that clear. It was one of her designs. She has some wonderful designs. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us. If you are new, we're glad you found us. We hope you stay with us. And if you are returning, yay!
Make sure to grab yourself a cup of hot tea
or coffee or whatever.
It
is a little chilly over here. This morning it was 41 degrees or 45 degrees out. It is spring, they tell me, but
no, it's warm now.
It's warmer now, but it was not this morning.
I am drinking Lady Grey tea. What?
Chai tea?
Oh.
Chai tea.
Lady Grey. Hot.
And chai tea hot. We have several new members that we want to welcome. We have DJ Knits a Lot More, who is Darren, and he is one half of the Knitting in Circles podcast with his wife Amy, who is Froggy Monkey, is it?
Yeah, I think she's
Froggy Monkey.
She's named after the cat.
She's named after the cat?
Well, in the... not like it's an Indiana Jones. That is, because they have Monkey... I'm not sure why Froggy, though.
From Froggy Things Back? I don't know. Anyway, they have
But I think she's named after the cat.
They have the Knitting in Circles podcast, and if you don't already watch them, you should. They're very good.
Fun.
They're fun.
But I think they're doing it every 2 weeks right now for the summer.
I think you're right. In any event, they're a lot of fun. I thought that Amy has been a member of the group for a while. I thought that Darren was as well, but he wasn't, so we invited him, and we're glad to have him with us.
Indeed.
We also want to welcome Southern Rays. I do not have a name for her, but we welcome her. Have Faith, who is Karen. We welcome her. Fleur. I do not have a name.
Is it spelled like Fleur de Lis?
Yes, F-L-E-U-R. We welcome you. I don't know your name. I couldn't find it, but we welcome you. Jay, I think it's Gerard. I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
And that's Jan. Welcome, Jan. Vicky. Now, I think it's actually numbers, but I have it written down as Vicky. Oh! Vicky with 4 zeros. I'm assuming that's Vicky. I couldn't find a name. and she can correct me if I'm wrong.
I like the idea of you.
And then Sissy Knitting Yarn, who is Sissy, and she has joined our group on Ravelry. She's one of the thank yous that I have later on.
I think that she has a podcast.
I think she does have a podcast. I don't know what it's called, but I think she put it in the introductions thread, so you might want to check that out. And she asked to be called Sissy, even though her name is Kimberly. We will be calling her Sissy.
I have not responded for many eons to things in the threads. I started catching up, but I'm nowhere near caught up. I am not ignoring y'all. Life has been busy. I will eventually catch up.
Yeah, it'll be a little busy until the end of next week, probably.
I'm going to be out of town from Friday until Monday. So I'm going to be in the mountains where there's not any interwebs.
Okay, so we...
Although I think there is internet.
There is internet.
I just won't be using it.
Well, his mom uses Facebook.
Oh,
so,
yeah. I just won't be using it, most likely.
But she kind of derailed me.
Sorry. Are you going to autism awareness?
Not yet. I was going to say something about... Oh, I guess I'll touch that later. I did want to go into autism awareness before I... well, let me go through the
you have on your notes before autism awareness.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to thank Tanya Marie. I think she says her name is Tanya. I'm sorry, I keep saying Tanya because she spells it with an A.
Well, that's the way Tanya's spelled.
Not anywhere I've ever been. Anyway.
You can be in error anywhere, though.
Tanya Marie, who is Tanya from the Sampler Girl audio and video. I believe she does occasional video casts. She gave us a really nice shout out. I was smiling from ear to ear when I'm way behind, so I just heard it a couple days ago. That's why I'm so late in thanking her for it, and Talia didn't know about it until I told her about it. So thank you very much for the lovely shout out. We really appreciate it. Please, if you don't know about, if you haven't checked out Tanya's podcast, it's The Sampler Girl, and it is mostly, I think an audio.
I've heard about her recently on other podcasts.
She's really good. She's very sweet, and she's funny. She makes me laugh. So check her out if you want to. She's having a Mayflower Cal. I think it's a craft-along, and I guess the theme is flowers, and I'm not sure how long it's going. I think it goes just through the end of May, so you might want to check that out. I think in June she's going to be gearing up for another one. A lot of exciting things going on over there. You might want to check that out. I also want to thank, before we get the autism awareness stuff, we had 3 YouTube reviews, one of which George mentioned last week, and Talia didn't know what the name was, and that was Margaret. And I don't know if she wants me to give out her last name, so I'm just going to say it was Margaret. She knows who it is. We thank her for the wonderful review on YouTube. We also want to thank, I think it's Gabe Rowan.
Review or
Review.
Okay, because did she say hi? I think she said hi.
Yeah.
That's not a review.
No, she actually said she liked the podcast.
Oh,
okay. Gabe Rowan 2011 and Sissy Knitting Yarn, and that's Sissy, who gave us also very nice reviews on YouTube on the podcast after Margaret. So we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I guess I think of more as comments as reviews.
Well, yeah, I guess they're comments, but they're called reviews. You know, I'll stop being a pain in my neck.
You know
whatever
I'm
they
right.
are. Whatever.
You know I'm right. That's the only reason. I love you.
You're not even remotely amusing.
What was it that you always do? Cute.
Okay.
That's her that does it, not me.
Anyway, that leads us into
That's not
autism.
your proper English. How would you say that?
What?
That's not her. That's her that does it. Not, no, that's she.
She does it.
Yeah, it's she who does it, not me. Okay.
What is your major malfunction?
I used improper English.
Yes, you did.
It bothered me.
The grammar Nazi has failed.
I know.
Okay. Autism awareness. It's our okay to be different. Cal Autism Awareness, which is running from April 1st to June. September, April, June 30th, the last day of June. I can't tell you how many people have done that on the podcast when they've been trying to figure out the end of our podcast. Cal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. April, June. I was doing it with somebody. I think it was Nicole, but I'm not sure. April, June.
Nikki Nicole?
Nikki Nicole. Anyway, we are running till the end of June. We are going strong. I am so excited to see all the beautifully, brightly colored projects. They're so inspiring. It's just amazing. Yay. Anything from toys to shawls to our featured patterns we've had. It's inspiring, and my queue is growing. It really is.
I always get a chance to look through it when I put up the podcast because I go through and decide. I randomly decide. I generally go in order to decide who goes up on the podcast.
Right, and we had. It's great to see so many up there to choose from. It makes Talia have a very challenging but very enjoyable choice. Mm-hmm. Please tag your projects with AA 2014, and when you please when you post the FO, if it is one of our featured patterns, let us know, because I want to make sure that you get the 3 chances for that. The featured patterns are the Braid It Bright by George, who is 10 hours or less, and the Winding Journey, either the mitts or the hat, or you can do both, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Those are the featured patterns, and they get 3 chances at a prize. And we thank both George and Juliana. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I can't remember her name.
And you said it too quick because I can't.
Juliana Lunder.
Yes.
I think her name is Lunder, and her Rav name is
Jules Lunder.
Jules Lunder.
Yeah.
Okay. We are co-hosting this with Emily from Fibertown Podcast, and that is Chain of Fools, and and she is ending in May. Mm-hmm. Okay, but that's okay. If you're a part of her group and you're not finished yet, you can join with us or Equal Opportunity Crafter, who is Jules Lunder, who is our other co-host. Mm-hmm. We are going to the end of June, and if you're a member of our groups, you can continue in our groups and have more chances for more prizes. Because we like giving out prizes. You must be a member of the group to which you post the project, and they must be knitted or crocheted and be bright colored, at least in our group. The rules are slightly different in Equal Opportunity Crafter and in Fibertown.
So make sure you look at their groups as well.
Right. And you guys are doing really well. One whip per project per week, and the FO can be posted whenever you finish it. Yeah. That doesn't matter. Okay. Okay.
So are we ready to? Oh no, you have.
In lieu of an FYI kind of thing or a public service announcement regarding autism awareness, I'm going to read you a poem about autism that I wrote for Davina.
Regarding Davina.
Regarding Davina, yes, regarding Davina and others like her in 2001. So she was a teenager, about 15. And this is leading up to something I want you to hear that she had written herself last year for autism awareness, so you can get the 2 different perspectives. This is a parent's perspective of a teenager going through autism spectrum disorder. And next week or the week after, you will have Davina's perspective as a young adult, mm-hmm. Dealing with autism.
Not even a young adult anymore, Mom. She's almost 30.
Well, she was 27 when she wrote it.
That's not even a young adult
anymore. Well, people consider it. You hear people. I mean, the young adult group here goes to age 35. So, at any rate,
I think there's a certain point where you're just an adult.
Yeah, Davina's not.
No, she's not.
Okay.
No, not yet, Tito.
Okay, this poem is called Mind Shards. And keep in mind, this is written when she was having a really difficult time because of all the changes. Talia was starting to pass her by and things. Mm-hmm. And she is bright enough. She has average to above average intelligence. She knows what's going on. And so this is kind of how my perception of what she was going through. It's called Mind Shards. Shattered images in shards of broken glass, incomplete perception, defying unity, refusing to come together as an integrated whole. And people say you're slow or stupid, that you cannot understand, a child within the body of an adolescent. They laugh at you, and you laugh too, happy to be accepted, glad to be liked, and it breaks my heart because you don't realize, or if you do, you hide the pain and try so hard to rectify, to modify, to act the way you should, so that they will be your friends. so you can get along with them in their world. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and frustration settles in and covers your heart like storm clouds, ready to burst in a torrent of tears, and when it clears, you start again with what you have. Shattered images in shards of broken glass, incomplete perceptions, puzzle pieces with edges sharp as knives, that if put together wrong draw blood, and leave the stain of failure on the psyche, and a fear of trying on the soul. But you never give up. You always start again, trying to make sense of the puzzles that you find, reflected in the shards of broken glass, in the mirror of your mind. She was having a lot of difficulty at that time because she didn't understand when people were not being kind and laughing at her rather than with her. And she wasn't understanding why people were not wanting to do things with her and why she couldn't be part of certain groups. At this point in time, Talia was moving out of one group, that, I don't want to name the group, but a club type of thing. And Davina should have moved ahead of her, but we held her back for Talia to go with her, but the next level would not accept her.
It was an age group thing.
It was an age thing. And they would not accept her because they didn't know how to deal with her. And so the other group was very good about
keeping her.
Well, they kept her for a while, but they had to ask her to leave because she didn't fit anymore. And
she was too old in some ways for the young kids, but too young for the older kids.
Right. And so they made a big deal of it, gave her a party, kind of a graduating party, and she became what's called an auxiliary member of the adult group. And that's what she is today, and she's okay with that. She even got awarded something for that, which is really awesome. But at the time, it was very difficult because it was difficult for us as parents to see her going through it. It was difficult for Talia, who had to deal with it on the peer level, and it was difficult for her because she knew that something was different. She knew that she wasn't learning to drive. She knew that she wasn't moving forward. And the good thing was that we were able to move past that. She still has rough days where she, why can't I do this? Why is Talia able to do that and not me? But for the most part, we have moved past that.
We moved past the worst of it.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
college helped a lot with that.
Yeah. And so, and now I think Thomas, believe it or not, has helped a lot with that.
No, I think he has.
So, she is coming to grips with things, and we're coming to grips with it. It's a blessing, and we don't regret it. We're glad that part is over, but I thought you might like to get an idea of one parent's perspective on a teenager with autism or autistic spectrum disorder. Not wanting to make this a downer, I will move on.
How many projects do you have?
I think I have, I didn't say what the prizes were.
We can run through it again next week.
Yeah, I'll run through
We don't need to run through it
I'll
every
run
week.
through that next week. But we do want to thank the people.
Yeah, we'll
do that at the end. Yeah. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5.
I have 3.
Okay. Okay, I guess that means I start.
I guess it does.
I'm sorry for the clicking.
I think you're doing it on purpose.
I'm going to start with something called the Absence Square, which I have not renamed. It's from Anastasia Knit's design. Her Alzheimer's, oops, not that. Excuse me while I fix this. Okay, it's from her Alzheimer's awareness. I think her fundraiser started. I'm not sure. I haven't heard from her. But
I haven't heard about it either.
I know she's still doing the Cal testing, and I can't find my bag. Oh, there it is. Here it is. It's in my Plover Bird Mickey Mouse bag, and I believe this is the medium size. And honestly, I'm going to tear this out. I'm going to tear it out and start over again because for some reason I'm either not counting it right or something. I think I'm having difficulty with the pattern. It's not.
Which one is it?
This is the Absence.
Oh, the square.
The square. And I seem to be having difficulty getting the count, and I don't know if it's because I'm not counting it right or what, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip it back to the foundation row, the chain and then the first row. I'm going to rip it back to that, and I have gone ahead and broken down the directions so that I can see them the way that suits me best, which is repeating everything. I can't do it when I just have to put numbers by it. I get confused as to what I've done. So I'm going to try it one more time.
That's my system.
It doesn't work for me. I have to know what's being done on each one. It'll work on me. It'll work for me.
It'll work on you?
It'll work on me. I suppose it would work for me if I broke each row down and then put the numbers.
I mean, different people's brains work different ways.
Well, I can do it that way if I thought, and it probably would have worked better. I don't have a little book right now like that. If I had gone
eons.
Yeah, if I had gone eons, huh?
Eons. Yes, that really doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. If I had broken down each row into the parts like I usually do, then I could do her thing like her book. But in any event, I'm going to try and see if I can, if starting over again from that level, I can keep where the count is, figure it out, and not lose my place. If not, I may skip this one. Not because of Anastasia, but because, and she knows this about me, I have a very difficult time with certain types of patterns. And so she knows if she can write this for me to understand it, anybody can understand it. I am using an I hook for this, an H hook for this. And Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn, Neon, in the neon purple colorway. Okay.
Another one for me, because I only have 3.
Oh,
you have 5.
You're going to make me put this away. Okay, I was not ready to do another one.
Well, I'm so sorry for you.
Yes, I can see that. I can see that your heart bleeds.
It does. All over your carpet and your couch.
Yeah, well, you can be cleaning it.
Nope, you made it bleed.
The other projects I've been working on, I did not do a lot of work on this. I got distracted by other projects. This is in my, this is not the right bag. This is in my Ploverbird chai tea bag. It is my sweater, my Dragonfly cardigan, which is the Sunday cardigan by Shannon Millett-Bowlesby, and he writes a very nice pattern. I'm going to have to ask him because the weight of yarn I'm using is a sock weight or a fingering weight from Dragonfly Fibers. This is the Dragonfly colorway. And I did a fair amount, but I found that while my gauge across is correct, my gauge up and down is not. So I'm going to my measurements to my waist. What I'm concerned about is once I get to the shaping for the underarm and for the sleeve area, is that going to affect my shaping? Do I need to add any more stitches, and how would I go about doing that? So I'm going to have to maybe contact him and see what he says about that. It may not make a difference because the small that I'm doing and the medium that the small and medium sizes seem to be very similar, so maybe it won't make much of a difference whether or not I have more stitches. I'm using an H hook with this yarn, and I'm on my second ball of yarn, so I'm excited about that. I'm trying to keep track of my yarn because I'm doing the Stash Dash with Knit Girls, which is Leslie and Lala, and You Don't Call Me Les. And this is what it's looking like so far. Like I said, not much progress on it this time, but a little bit. I was preoccupied with other things.
I guess I can do one now, because you have what? 2 more left? 3 more. What I'll do is I'll do 1.
We'll do another one.
We should do that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is the Scarlet Scotsman, which is a Flying Scotsman pattern by Susan Ashcroft. I'm using US 7 needles. The main color is Spinning Fates Moira in the colorway Let Heaven and Nature Sing from the Knitting's My Bag BAM. And the second yarn for the color work is Laying Jowl Magic in what?
This color makes me laugh.
The colorway 60 Rust Gold Forest Wine.
Because it's so original.
Yeah, I know. So, I have gotten quite far in the main color.
The rain is being falling.
So, I'm almost done.
The color's showing up really well.
Yes, it is. I'm almost done with the first ball. When I finish the first ball, then I'll start the color work most likely.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because apparently it's not like a short color work section. So, I think it's quite a large color work section. So,
you don't have the picture with you?
yes, I do. It's
Little poop doodles. Okay. There's, sorry about that. I'm a little out of frame here.
yeah, the board will add about 6 inches in depth and about 7 inches on each side.
Oh, that's cool. It's quite a border.
So, and it says to end after row 1 or row 2. I might actually just go ahead and next time just go ahead and start.
Why?
Because I'm afraid I'll run out of the second yarn because I actually use 50% versus 30 some. So I think I'll probably. I just finished row 4, so I'll probably do row 1 and then stop.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I'm concerned about it, I might just tink back. Yeah, I'll probably do that because now I'm worried I'll run out of yarn.
Do you have to end at a certain row? Is that why you're worried? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also I'm worried because they said use 35 to 40% of the main color. When I have 2 balls of yarn, that's actually 50%.
Sure.
So I don't want to possibly run out of yarn.
Tink back.
So I might tink back 2 rows. Or 3. Something like that. So enough.
Whatever count it needs to.
So anyway, what it looks like. So I really don't want to run out of yarn.
Yes, I don't know if that was a limited colorway.
I think it was.
For the BAM or.
And that's the pattern. This doesn't give anything away because it doesn't actually have any pattern information on it. You can kind of see the details. It doesn't do it nearly the justice it should. In black and white.
All good.
But yeah, quite a bit of progress has been done on it. The color work section is done in yarn that's is self-striping, so you don't really have to change colors. It's just a little bit of color work, not a lot. So yeah, it's going along well, and I'm going to start tinking back now.
Okay.
This has been a good first project.
It's been a Tink Back podcast. I finished ripping back with mine already. My square. Okay, let me see here. My next project is my lattice trellis afghan, which I did most of the work on it right after we did the podcast last week, and for a few days after that before I got sidetracked. But it is growing. I don't know where my hook went, but that's par for the course. So you can see, here's where I started the new yarn, and I've made a fair amount of progress. Here's my doohickey over here on the other side. So I did a fair amount of progress. It's getting fairly large, and I'm looking forward to finishing it and weaving in the ends, counting up the. I don't want to finish it until the stash dash is over because I want to count the yardage on this for the stash dash. It should be quite a bit. And this has been a real good stash buster. I'm using the Impeccable, and I think it's rose or pink or something. This is Impeccable, and this is I haven't said it in a while now. I can't remember. This is the Yarn Bee Danielle yarn in the darn colorway. That darn colorway. You went away. The Dawn colorway. And so it's my own pattern, and I'm enjoying it because it's mindless. I can sit here and watch a movie or not really pay attention, and I can do it and not worry about it. And it's moving along pretty well. And it's in my M&M bag, my New York M&M's bag. I don't know where my hook is, but that's okay. I'll find it.
Not for my shirt.
Using an eye hook for it. All
I
right.
think I'll be fine just taking back one round.
Okay. You want to?
Yes.
Yes. I have to put this away. Find my
So,
hook.
the next one I'm going to talk about, let me put this aside, is the Villainous, which is the box elder cardigan by Maria Leigh. I'm using US 9, US 7 needles, and Dragonfly Fibers Traveler in the Villainous colorway, and I'm working in size 36. This got quite a bit of work during all my training I had. I'm starting to get to the point where I will get to start thinking about the ribbing soon to the sleeve, first sleeve.
Very nice.
There's a little bit of that detail that's on the hood on the sleeve that you can't really see. It's more of a feeling.
Right. It's in this light especially. You have to be. I mean, you can see it if you're up close.
And it's far more of a texture than it is a...
Yeah, yeah. And it doesn't go all the way up. It's just kind of
No, it's part of
back
the way.
here. So.
So, it's coming along. Nice long sleeves. First sleeve is getting very close to being done. I'll probably finish it over my trip.
You taking it with you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta take it. I gotta take it with me. I'm taking that and the blue one, just because they said Thomas was saying they tend to sit and watch TV, and this is perfect. TV stuff.
Right.
So it'll be good. You jerk every time I do this. It's really
What's your
funny.
needles?
The needles are down here.
Uh-huh.
They aren't down here? But yeah, this got a lot of work during computer class when
She should have been listening.
no one was listening. I would have fallen asleep otherwise. It was incredibly boring. I still passed the test.
Mm.
And I was helping someone else with their understanding the material too while I was in there. So I participated. I just managed to participate without being so incredibly bored out of my skull.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
I'm looking forward to actually owning that sweater.
That's a pretty color. I love that color.
Mm-hmm.
I've been very much pulled toward greens lately, but
you can't have that.
don't want it.
I gave you the option when I started.
No, you didn't. You said, I may give it to you, I may not give it to you. And I said, you're not going to give it to me. I just know you're not. So there was no option involved. Anyway, the next two projects that I've been working on, the one I'm going to show you now and the one I'll show you at Talia's next one, they were not on the hooks last week. They weren't. No, they weren't. So this one is another Anastasia knits pattern, Anastasia Sattel.
You're on an Anastasia kick.
Well, she's coming out with some really nice patterns. She always does, but lately,
She's been coming out with a lot more.
yeah, she's been coming out a little.
I just realized how bad that's done.
Yes.
I was meant to say that lately she's been coming out with a lot more.
Here's
There's
your shovel.
no good way to
Take the
say
shovel.
that.
Take the shovel. Okay, there you go. She's been very prolific of late. This is her.
I hit bedrock.
This is her the Envision pattern, and it is a shawl. And I started this after the podcast, and I've gotten pretty far on it. I'm about one. This is all I have left of my first ball of yarn. This is I love this cotton, and there's 153 yards in it. I'm trying to get to the width because this is worked sideways. At least that's what it appears to me. You can see the lace or open work at the bottom, and then you can see the shawl starting to develop at the top of your screen.
It's starting to develop at the top of her screen.
Yes. So I think I'm almost to the point of the width that I want, and then I'll work the pattern as she explains, and then leaving off the amount that I need for the other end, I will go to that particular distance, and then I'll add on or start the decreases for the other point. But I'm really enjoying this pattern. This is a fun pattern. It's addicting. I really like this one. I can see myself doing another one or two in different yarns. This one is a cotton, and it's very soft, but it's also nice because you go out in the summertime or in the spring, and you glow a little bit.
Did you say what the cotton was?
Yes, I love this cotton.
And it's very soft.
Very soft. I don't know how much this will bloom, but I'm really liking the way it works out.
Does cotton bloom a lot?
I know it gets misshapen sometimes, so I probably have to block it if I wash it. I would probably hand wash it and dry flat. Maybe pin it.
But cotton you could machine wash.
It can. It can. But yeah, I like this. I'm using an eye hook with this, and there's not a whole lot more I can say about it because it is a paid pattern. I don't want to give anything else away. It is named. I named it Elsa's Wrap because the colors remind me of the movie Frozen, and these are definitely Elsa's colors.
This makes me think of the colors from Frozen. It's
Yeah.
a mixture of Elsa and Anna.
Yeah, yeah. But this is all Elsa. Yeah. So I call it the Elsa Wrap. Anastasia, you did good. I like this a lot.
And what are you wearing that's knitterly?
This is my, I forget what this is called. Taya gave me the pattern. She gifted it to me a year ago or a year and a half ago.
Oh, something like that.
And I don't remember what it's called. But
you need one that's in red and orange.
Yes, well, I don't like orange. Maybe reds and yellows or something, or black and red or something. I do need to make another one. I like this. I like the way it. The only thing I don't like is the fact that I have to work at the fiddly in the round at the top. But other than that, it was a lot of fun, so I might do it again. And you're wearing what, Zuzus? And
I'm wearing the Zuzus in one rainbow colors, and I'm wearing my Antler by Tin Can Knits.
Right. I was going to wear my sweater, but it's too warm in here.
My only issue with the Antlers, I did bracelet length sleeves, and I actually am not fond of bracelet length sleeves.
Maybe it'll fit me.
You can't have it. So that's my only regret. If
I can't have it?
If I could figure out how to pick out the cast on, I would. And
oh, did you start from the sleeve?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it'd be a lot simpler if I had bound off here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would totally have added more length here if I could.
Right. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so my last project that has gotten some work didn't exist last week. I am crocheting the Amigurumi Teddy Bear Theo by Patrick Moose. Those of you who have been with us for a while might remember that I made one previously for one of my college friends when she had a baby. This is being made for my boyfriend's sister-in-law's baby. So
It's a foot. Or is it an arm?
that's either an ear or a tail,
Oh, okay.
because it's the same.
Oh, all right, gotcha.
So I have 2 ears and a tail.
Mm-hmm. They look essentially the same.
They are the same. A muzzle. Let's see. Oh, 2 crocheted eyes with the browns attached.
Oh, cute.
The Patrick Moose typical little eyelid thingy, which I may or may not use.
That's the only thing that messed me up the last time I did one of her patterns was putting the eyelids on the wrong way.
Oh, little nose.
Aww. Her patterns are fantastic. If you have not seen them and you like to make toys, you might want to check her out.
Yes. This is the body. And
I still have to make the dog I got from, I think it was Allison who gave it to me.
the head right now it looks like a chipmunk or something.
Chippendale.
Chippendale,
Rescue Rangers. danger.
So that's the body so far unstuffed.
Peanut.
Nothing like the peanut.
Peanut.
I am starting on, I believe this is which leg? Right arm, excuse me. So I'm starting the right arm. This is one for, she has an option for stationary and moving arms because this is for a baby. I'm doing stationary. And you work the pattern the same for both arms up until point, and then it cups around the toy
That's
body.
interesting. Yeah.
So
You have to make sure you mark it.
Mm-hmm. Although I think it'll also be fairly obvious. But yeah, that's the beginning of the first arm.
She is very good and detailed.
Yes, she is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I'm using an E hook for throwing stuff.
Oh, you're throwing stuff with your hook, huh?
An E hook for the main part of the body, and I was using a D hook for the eyes. I'm using Knit Picks Bravo worsted in the colorways Brindle, and I'm actually not sure about the other colors. I have to look it up on the Knit Picks site because this was all stash yarn or yarn stolen from Mom's stash. I actually think I only took the
Brown? No.
No, all of it's from my stash because I gave you back the one.
Cream, yeah.
Because I had a bunch of Knit Picks stashed away from the last time I made teddy bears. Or teddy bear. I had plans to make more and it just didn't.
Well, you were planning on knitting more.
Yeah, and I don't like all the sewing that's involved. The one book that I have for knitting teddy bears. Crocheting toys goes a lot quicker.
Yeah, it's a lot. To me, it's fun. I'm a little intimidated.
I thought you were going to say funner.
Funner.
But yeah, that's it. I'm enjoying making toys right now.
Okay, is that your last whip?
That is.
Okay, my last whip is also one that was not on the hooks or the needles or anything. It was a gift. Last podcast, it made an appearance as a gifted pattern from Talia. This is Periwinkle, the owl, from the Pattern Owl by Tamara, I think it's Gaal, Gaal, okay? And
I don't think you even had it last time.
I think you gifted it to me because you gifted it to me as a Mother's Day gift.
I did it. We didn't do one after Mother's Day. I did it late.
Oh, so you did. Oh, this you did after the podcast.
Because we podcasted on Saturday, and I did it after Mother's Day, or on Mother's Day night.
Well, I'm kind of on an owl kick right now.
No, everyone is shocked.
I like owls. They're cute. Owls and turtles.
No one can believe that you like owls.
Owls and turtles. I like toys anyway.
Look. Sherbert's mouth is like dropped open.
So this is the body. This is from the bottom, and I'm getting this. Where I'm starting here with the neon, the last row of neon. This is going up to the head.
It's gonna be really good.
It's a good size owl. She asks for.
Now, is it actually a pillow pattern? Is it what it's called? I can't remember.
It's called the Pattern Owl.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a pillow, but she actually has one, I believe, that is a bigger size than this. This one I believe that she was doing with DK weight yarn. I'm using worsted yarn, although I am using the hook recommended for the DK.
Well, that's what I did for my teddy bear too.
Well, usually I go down to a G for the worsted. I'm on an F with this because I want it to be tight. But I'm enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. I like the colors. Yes, I know purple is not my favorite color.
Don't believe her.
But, yeah, so I'm having fun with this.
She's using a purple stash.
I'm using a purple stash. This and the Anastasia stuff is taking up all my purple. I may have to buy more purple. But, again,
no one will ever believe in purple.
I know. But between Anastasia and this owl, it's fun. I'm hoping to have it done. Well, I'm going to be visiting my parents
for doing his birthday.
For Davina's birthday. So I don't know if this will be done.
If Davina had a birthday, she just turned 29.
She turned 29, and her birthday will not end until Christmas.
As far as she's concerned.
But no, we kind of spread things out with her, and she's going to spend some time with the grandparents. So. Yeah.
She's actually handling very well the fact that I worked most of the week of her birthday and really didn't get to
The only thing
make a big deal about it.
The only thing that's consoling for her is that that Talia will be visiting Thomas's parents and Thomas while her birthday is going on. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
She approves of that.
Yeah, that's okay. So this is the Periwinkle I'm using the F hook. Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn. Solid in the amethyst, grape, and purple neons colorway. And as I said, Ty gifted it to me for Mother's Day, and it lives in my Knitting's My Bag turtle bag, sweater size. And that's that.
I think I should be just fine just taking back one round.
Half finished objects.
Yeah. I have 3. How many?
3? Are you going to do the 2 together, or are you going to do?
I guess I probably will.
Why don't you do your first one together?
So, actually, do I do cross stitch first? I don't remember.
No, whips first.
Okay.
I mean, on the bookshelf first.
Okay. So I've got Fuzzy and Fuzzy. These are from the Bumblebee Amigurumi pattern by Grace Meter. I believe it's a free pattern. Use the G hook and Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. Was used for Fuzzy. And I use the colorways black and yellow, and Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway white. And for Buzzy, I used Red Heart Super Saver in the colorways white, an unknown brown, and unknown pink. I basically used Stash.
Yeah. Stash busting, yay!
So he's a little boy bee.
Mm.
He's actually cute.
He reminds me of the bees that we go out of the house and they bombard you.
Yes.
Boo.
He's probably my favorite.
He's probably about as big as those bees too.
He's probably my favorite one. He's
cute.
really cute. I
think
like
she's
the way
cute
his
too.
face turned out. I'm not nearly as fond of the way her
I
face
like
turned
her.
out.
I think
I
she's
liked the idea of a pink and brown bee better than I did in actual fact.
But I think it's cute.
But hopefully the recipient will still like.
Right.
The recipient will be getting these 2 together. But hopefully she will get as much love as her cuter brother.
Yeah. I think they're both adorable.
But yeah, like I said, I think I liked better in theory the idea of pink and brown bee. But this one,
Well, it was supposed to originally be pink and black.
well, I didn't. Pink and black really didn't.
Well, if you'd done a bright neon pink. and
Right,
black,
I probably should have gone what I actually had in my stash instead of stealing from yours.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I had in my head like this dusky rose bee with pink, and it wouldn't leave my head.
Yeah.
Until I made it. So, yes, her face is a little creepy.
I think it's adorable. She looks vaguely Asian.
Yes, she does.
She's adorable.
So there they are. They'll be buzzing away to their new home.
I think
soonish,
she's
hopefully.
adorable. Cute.
So,
Okay, my FO was not even thought of last week because Ty hadn't given me the pattern yet. This is the finished
yeah, mine wasn't
Pattern
even thought of last
owl.
week either.
Huh?
That was mine.
Yeah.
Wasn't thought of last
This is Sweet Pea, who is
week.
the Pattern Owl pattern. Quiet Brat. Sweet Pea from the Pattern Owl pattern by Tamara Gal. And I did also the F hook with this. This is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. Solids in Jelly Bean, Limelight, and the pistache colorways.
Yeah, we've been using up a lot of stash.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. I truly enjoyed it. And this one, along with its counterpart, is also going to be gifted to somebody as a set. So I'm going to be sad to see it go. I may have to make another one for myself because I like
Maybe
owls.
in blue.
I already have a blue owl.
Um,
Ravel won't like it.
what if you do peacock colors?
That'd be cool.
Like, let's see, you have 3 colors there. Do a blue, a purple, and
Green.
a green. Or a blue, purple, and black.
You have to think about it. I might have to make another one. I might make a
Like,
doorstop.
the dark color can be black, and then, like, you could have the purple here, and the blue be the main body, or the purple is the main body, and the blue here.
I'm going to see how they do with the 4 colors because they have a way of doing the 4
Oh,
colors.
well, then you could do
Then I could do it
all
truly.
the peacock.
I might make a doorstop out of this for us because my husband has
And you
been
can
asked
put
for a
the
doorstop.
beans on the bottom of
The
the,
beans on the bottom, yeah. And this is
or even fill it with beans. That'd be a
well,
lot
the
of beans.
the problem is that when you make this indentation,
Oh.
you have to go through it.
So maybe like half beans.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see how to work it.
You'd have
figure
to
it
do
out.
it tighter. Well, the hook is pretty tight, actually.
Yes, it's pretty tight. I love this. It's adorable. The people
It's adorable.
the people who are getting this are lucky that they're getting it because I want it. But anyway, so that's Sweet Pea, the sibling to Periwinkle. It was originally amethyst until I changed the color of the yarn because the yarn refused to be unknotted. So
really?
yeah. So yeah. So amethyst became periwinkle. Yeah. So that's that, and he is just waiting for his sibling to be finished so that I can send them off.
And my big FO
Yay.
is the Turquoise Love, lots of love,
Yay.
by 10 hours or less. This is my second baby blanket I finished, and probably the favorite one that I've made.
This is absolutely gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And speaking of George, he has a new pattern out, a new crocheted pattern out. I think it's out now. He had it on the show-off thread, so you might want to check it out. It is crocheted, and it's a fashion scarf, and it's gorgeous.
So this is a nice sized baby blanket.
It is indeed.
It'll last a kid for a while, I think.
And it's warm.
It's very nice and warm. I would have no problem doing this blanket again. I thoroughly enjoyed the process. And this is from someone who hates making blankets.
And the product is beautiful.
And the product is beautiful. The chart was easy to understand. It would have gone by a lot quicker if I had focused on it a lot more earlier. I have the desire to experiment with different yarns, and George has added an addendum to. I'm sorry, Susan. He's added on to the pattern.
He actually makes me want to see what I can do with
details for how to do the math.
For different yarns?
For different yarns.
Oh, cool.
I haven't read into it very much, but it's good to know because I was contemplating doing this with bulky, or super bulky.
That's awfully nice.
It's very nice. I love this center heart. It makes me very happy.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So, George, if you have any desire to do any more blankets that are not in strips, I will probably jump on board for that because
very nice.
I don't enjoy sewing together strips, but I would very much enjoy another project like this because this was very enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of doing things in one piece. This is good. Very nice. It looks like it could have been done in pieces, but it's just perfect.
So, absolutely amazing. I hope the recipient will enjoy because I thoroughly enjoyed making it.
Awesome. Okay. You have graphic novel. I'm not going to do graphic novel. I have not been in the mood to do graphic novel. The cross-stitching, I have too many things I want to finish and too many things I want to start right now.
I didn't get as much graphic novel done as I have in the past couple weeks, mostly because I've been starting new things and finishing new things. I've been making a lot more gifts.
Yes.
So I feel like I have a lot more of a timeline. But you guys didn't get to see the finished frame last week for holding my cross stitch. Let's see.
You can just stand it up here.
Well, they won't be able to see it.
Well, they'll be able to get an idea. It stands.
Oh, I guess I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the frame. It's at a nice height. I can adjust it if I need to. Doink, doink. It's got little knobby things that I can adjust to my desired height in different areas. But let me bring this out. I don't remember how far I was last time. I
think you were right about here.
Okay. Well,
she's done a little bit more on the ribbon.
Done a little bit more. The thing is with this, I need to make sure that I line the ribbon, line the flower. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of lining in this. I didn't do any work on Davina's Frozen one, even though that has more colors that I enjoy. Just because I didn't. I was focusing on other things. But this is taking shape. The colors I enjoy more in Davina's, the fact that I can see the fact that I can see this working out more, like I can see this taking shape a lot more. Because Davina's is such a large-scale picture.
Right.
Whereas this is letters and then a smaller picture, so I can see it taking shape a little bit more. This makes me think of something that would be on your cross-stitch magazine.
Right. Yeah.
On your kind of cross-country.
Yeah. Jeremiah Junction.
Yeah, Jeremiah Junction. It looks very Jeremiah Junction.
And unfortunately, my understanding is that magazine no longer exists, but you can get back issues. I have like 2 or 3 years worth of back issues from them.
Thank you so much to the 2 ladies who gave me cross-stitch advice. One by private message, one on the Ravelry threads. I have not had a chance to respond to either of you, even though I greatly appreciated the time and effort that you took to respond to me. I have looked at the video the one lady posted, and I'm sorry that I don't remember the names. I vaguely remember avatars. I thank you for the video you posted. I did watch that, and I did sit there trying to crunch the numbers for the information that was given to me by private message. So thank you very much, ladies. I will respond to you in person, hopefully before I leave, but I start work again tomorrow. I work Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm gone for the weekend. So I don't know if I'll get a chance to respond tonight or not.
Okay, and I do want to, I think I caught most of my private messages. I do have some that I need to get to respond to. Shelley and, I can't remember. She knows who she is. She was talking about, she wanted me to send an email address. I can't remember her name. I will see it and I'll hit myself in the head. But I will try to get back to you before the weekend. But if I don't, I will get back to you when I get back. I am a terrible podcaster. I get behind.
Although she's actually our PR person.
I try to keep up, but sometimes my PMs get a little bit backed up because of things that happen in real life. So I will try to get to you.
IRL.
Yes, IRL. Okay, royalties, stash enhancement.
Yes, I have one. This was a surprise. I actually did not spend money on this.
It's fun.
I answered the door at one point, and I discovered a lovely box from Craftsy.
Don't
and I
ever
was
say you don't win anything.
I was very concerned because I didn't remember buying anything.
Yeah.
But I hadn't. It was another just random "We love you."
Crafty's great for that. Oh. Please excuse our phone. They call about this time every day, just whatever they're calling for.
So Crafty's just saying thank you for being an awesome Craftsy member. You've been with us so long. We appreciate you for all your support and interest. Please enjoy this fabric and make something beautiful.
And by fabric, they mean yarn.
Yes. So, a nice handwritten, personalized note.
I love Craftsy for that. They are so good about that.
So, I still have not used any of this kind of yarn, but this is cotton, silk, and cashmere.
Ooh.
It's actually quite soft.
Yes, it is.
Taki Yarns Mimosa.
That's pretty too.
So, one skein of that. This is pure cotton. Seriously?
Excuse us.
Oh, it's work. Well, they can. Wait. They tried calling. I bet that's who was trying to call.
Yeah. No, Virginia Caller. They comes up War Memorial for your work.
Oh, okay. So, sorry about that. I'm not putting in an extra day this week. I've been up since 11:30. I'm not working tonight. So, this is Cotton Classic, and it's made in Greece.
Oh, nice.
I've never used cotton, so that'll be a good experience. There's how many yards in here? 108 yards.
And this one has 127.
So these two colors don't really necessarily go together, so I won't.
But they don't necessarily not go together either.
I'd have to do something else with them.
You put a cream in there, it'll go just fine.
Yeah. Not necessarily my colors.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to make it for someone. I mean, the red is, but I wouldn't necessarily wear these two together.
And there's Thomas.
No, it's probably actually a message.
Oh, message.
They're probably like, please work tonight. Okay, so sorry that. This is Universal Yarn, another yarn I've never used. This is classic worsted. It's machine washable and dryable. Nice gray.
Love that. It's pretty.
If it was the same weight as this, it would go very well.
This is fun. I don't know what you're going to do.
I
with
have
it.
no
A
idea
towel
what
or
I'm going to
something?
do with this. This is super bulky.
Yeah, maybe it's a cowl or something.
Davina's color is not mine,
Yeah.
which means it'll probably be used for her. Or for someone who likes these shades. But it's super soft.
Be warm too.
Yes. Definitely a cow.
Oh, that's
And then
pretty.
this one, I love the colors.
It's got Sparkles.
I'm not sure what I would do with sequins.
Probably a cowl or something else. It might be
I would
scrappy
say
with
a
a
shawl.
cowl. Shawl might work, yeah. But there's not enough in there, is there?
It's
Maybe a Zuzu's?
depends on the weight. Let's see. Well, it says US 7. I could do a Zuzu's, depending on how much is in here. 264 yards. I have to see how much a Zuzu's requires.
Right.
And especially since this is changing over to color work, I might want to consider starting another Zuzu's.
Right.
So I have something mindless to work on.
That's a pretty color.
It is. I like the transition from like a pale gray to brown to like a black. It's
There's
really
some green
pretty.
in there, too.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Well, the green is the sequins.
There's some green here, too. Green ground. Here's some green here.
Oh, I see a little.
Forest green. There's a little forest green in the yarn here.
Yeah.
But not a whole lot, just a little.
So, if it
Pops of green.
Davina would not enjoy the main colors. If the sequins came out, she wouldn't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas I'd be perfectly fine if the sequins came out. I just like the color itself.
The colors are gorgeous.
So,
Okay.
definitely not going to complain about free yarn.
No. Very nice gift. Anything else?
Goodness inside is what the box says.
And it's very true. Anything else?
That's it from me.
I did pick up a craftsy class, and I've lost my little sticky note that I had my message on. I picked up a Drew Iborski?
I think that sounds right. Crochet Dude.
I think it's Crochet Dude.
Yeah.
He has a class on Craftsy now. I believe it was a free class about textures, and it looks like he's going to show how to do squares and.
Oh, Mom, remind me. I have several of his crochet garment books. I need to give them to you because you're more likely to use them than me.
Oh, all right. Thank you. It looks like he's going to be doing things like foundation double crochet. Looks like he'll be joining squares, all that kind of stuff. It looks really good, and it's free. And I picked it up. I said, why not? It's free. I'm gonna do that. And I'm hoping that if I pick up the crochet things that are free, because I picked up almost all the ones that are bought, that maybe Craftsy will put some more crochet courses.
I think their biggest thing is not only finding an audience, but also finding teachers.
Teachers, yeah. So, although there are plenty, if they
have a lot of toy classes, I think, don't they? Or is it just
they have a few. They have a couple of Stacy Chalk classes. I know that there are several people who do classes for crochet. I just don't know if they're tied up in like Crochet Me over at Interweave, if they can teach also at Craftsy. I don't know if there's some kind of conflict there or not.
I like the Craftsy format.
I do like the Craftsy format. It's very nice. And
Craftsy allows you to have it's like actually taking online. If you've ever taken an online class at a university, it's similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
There's a place where you guys can talk among yourselves. You can ask the designer questions. You can bookmark in the video to come back to points.
The only thing I like a little bit better with because I get several things now also from Crochet Me, which is part of Interweave Crochet, and I believe Annie's Attic, I think. And they have it also available on the DVD.
You see, I don't need something else taking up space.
I like to have things available in case my internet goes down.
In case of the apocalypse.
Yes, in case of the apocalypse. The knit-pocalypse. But I love Craftsy. I still get their classes, and I will continue to get their classes. I hope they will pick up some crochet garment classes and crochet design and things like that, because they are fantastic, and I love them. And I have quite a few.
So are they
classes.
fantastic?
They are. I do. Okay. Do you have any more? This is a stash enhancement. Taya came in today and she bought my hat.
Yeah, I had to buy some things for my
Bought
trip.
my hat. Pretty
Well,
hat.
Mom has a white one already, and she loves the fact that she doesn't have to worry about the brim on the back of her neck.
Yeah, I don't like things on the back of my neck. I love the way the hats look like that, but if I feel like I can't move my head back, I get a crick in my neck. So these are perfect, and Ty found one when she was shopping, so she bought it for me. I have stash in hand, and I have hat. I have hat. Hat on my head. Got a hat on my head. I got a hat on my head. Shiny hat, shiny hat. No.
I hope your hat's not shiny.
That's for those of you who are old movie aficionados. That's from a Fred Astaire movie. I forget what the movie is. The song's actually...
Isn't it from Easter Parade?
I don't know. Shiny Shoes, Shiny Shoes. I forget.
Anyway. That's not the name of the movie, though.
No. I don't remember what it is. But it's a lot of fun. All right. Autobiography. Any writing for you?
No, not really. I've been reading a bit, but I picked up Anne of Green Gables on Kindle because I was listening to the stuff you missed in history class. It was talking about the orphan trains,
Right.
which I didn't know much about, and it made me think heavily of Anne of Green Gables. It's apparently how, what is that society? It's the, it's for children in particular, where they deal with foster kids a lot, and it's a very famous, I can't remember it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's, it really changed the
They're
face.
probably shouting at us, but I can't.
Yeah, it changed the face of America at its time because it took kids from the streets and shipped them out to families.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And they're talking about the, the good and the bad that occurred with that. And it made me think heavily of Anne of Green Gables because of Anne being shipped out on a train. I ended up picking up that book. I haven't started reading it again yet.
I love Anne of Green Gables.
I've been reading some of the amusing knitting books. I finished one of Yarn Harlots.
Right.
And picked up, unfortunately, it also proved to be a bit of a, it ended up being an enabler for me. It's called Sweater Quest, My Year of Knitting Dangerously by Adrienne Martini, and she talked about a sweater book that's called Tudor to Roses, and I looked it up on Ravelry, and I fell in love with one of the sweaters in particular. Not the sweater that she fell in love with, which was Mary Tudor, but it's called Elizabeth I, and it's got like this cable-y lace detail right across the front, and then some shaping, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I ended up having to pick up that.
Yeah, you can have months of self-control. Yes, you are.
And apparently, it looks like it might run through the history a little bit, like of the particular people. So that makes it worth it too.
Cool.
It combines my love of history and my love of knitting.
I have been doing some writing. I did just shy of 1,300 words to the shared story, and I did 195 words to a never-ending story that Anastasia's got going. Are you stopping, please? Thank you.
I love you too.
Yes, you can sing afterward. 195 words to a never-ending story on Ravelry, which is Anastasia's group, and Anastasia Knit Designs, and a 500-word free write to the Writer's Voice for a 500 Club prompt, so I did those. I'm also reading, I started reading Spider-Man Blue. Spider-Man Blue, right?
Yes, Spider-Man Blue.
Which is really good.
That is Jeff Loeb, and the artwork is Tim Sale.
Yeah, and it's really good, and I'm enjoying it immensely. I am to the point now where Mary Jane Watson has made her appearance.
Okay.
And so that's cool. I have been wanting
He actually does a good job with MJ, because I don't care for MJ.
I don't either.
Rule.
I don't either.
I actually prefer Gwen the way she's been.
Yeah, I prefer Gwen. But MJ is MJ, and that's the way she will always be.
But I think he does a good, you've just met MJ, but I think he does a good job with both girls' characters.
Right. So I'm reading that, and I had the itch to pick up Anne of Green Gables again because I think it's... Oh,
Mom, if you get the Amazon one, for 99 cents, it was Anne of Green Gables and a couple of the other Green Gables books.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I don't know if I have any or not, but I have to check.
I would say if you haven't, pick up that set. It's not the illustrated one. It's the second most read one.
Well, I don't need the illustrated one.
No, and, I mean, it has illustrations in it.
Right.
But it was highly rated. It's the... Okay, let me show you the cover. Yeah,
anyway, it's Anne of Green Gables. I forget who was talking about it. It's I think she's from Tennessee. She was going to get together with Caffeinated Gert.
Okay, Mom, what it has is Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea, Anne of the Island, Anne's House of Dreams, Rainbow Valley, Rilla of Ingleside, Chronicles of Avonlea, Further Chronicles of
I've got almost
Avonlea,
everything.
The Story Girl, The Golden Road, Kilmeny of the Orchard, The Watchman and Other Poems, and a short story collection.
Yeah, I haven't got all of those. I have most of them, but not all of them.
And it's the top cover. I want to show people so they can look on it for Amazon if they want to too. And it has all this artwork that looks very similar to that.
That's cool. Anyway, I forget who
That
it was.
one.
It's I think
So it's 99 cents and it's all those books in it. Seriously, pick it up.
I think it's We Are Yarn. I think it is. Is that the girl who's in the medical field? I think she's from Tennessee.
I'm behind.
Anyway, I think she's the one who's
I
doing.
think it's We Are Yarn.
I think she's the one who's doing an Anne of Green Gables. She said that she was doing a table runner or something, and she said it reminded her of Anne of Green Gables. I think that's who it is.
Is she doing an Anne of Green Gables one?
I don't think so.
Because I have the Anne of Green Gables book.
Yeah, I know.
Because if she was doing that, I would have to cast on something right now.
I don't think she is. I have to go back and look. I apologize for not knowing her name, but I can see her. I just can't think of her name.
Because I totally have that book, and I have several patterns I absolutely adore.
I wish they would do some stuff for crochet for that.
Well, the hat that I wear all the time, that's a Diana hat.
Yeah, I know. That's a nice hat. Okay, so that's that. We wanted to, we're kind of running a little bit late here, so I'm going to do the thank yous. We want to thank 10 Hours or Less, who is George, for the Braided Bright Cal pattern that he created especially for our Cal. And we are glad to see so many people doing it. That's awesome. We want to thank Jules Lunder, who is Juliana, for her pattern, her Winding Journey patterns. Well, she actually donated a pattern to the prize pool for the Cal, and she's allowed us to feature her pattern as one of our featured patterns on the autism awareness. We thank her for that.
It's a beautiful pattern. I just haven't gotten around to starting it.
Yeah, I don't knit very well yet, so it may be a while before I do it, but I would like to do it. We want to thank Knitting's My Bag and the Plover Bird, who have donated a total of 3 lovely project bags. They are gorgeous, and we will have to show you the prizes again in the next couple of weeks so you don't forget what they are.
Yeah.
We want to thank Sarah Jane Designs, who donated 5 patterns.
And she has some amazing
patterns.
They I particularly love her
hat.
hat.
I like her shrug and hat set. That was gorgeous. Want to thank Emily, who is Chain of Fools. She's our other co-host, along with Juliana, for the donation of a pattern to the prize pool plus yarn. And it was, I think we're probably going to divide that into 2 prizes, the yarn, because there's a 2 set and a 1 skein. So she donated, I think, a total of 3 prizes, and they're awesome. And we want to thank Hank's mom, who
is one of our viewers.
Who donated a skein of really pretty gold. I think it's gold orange. That's what the color is. Orange yarn for the a lucky winner. And I know I'm forgetting somebody. Okay, I guess I got everybody for the Cal, but I also wanted to remember Turbo Knitter 64, who is Kenneth, who has donated yarn for our next Cal.
Yes.
So that is exciting, and believe me, this yarn is gorgeous, and he's been very generous with it. 3 skeins of, I believe it was lace weight yarn, Cascade lace weight, and it's kind of, if I remember correctly, an orange colorway as well. So that would be very pretty, and we're going to use that for the Heart Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's it. Do you have anything?
Nope, that's it for me. I'm starting to think about the color work for this shawl.
Right.
Very exciting. I might have to cast on something new for the visit. So I'm not sure if I want to be working on color work in the car.
Right. Okay. Well,
and everything else requires measuring.
I'm not sure if I'm going to start something new or not before seeing Grandma and Grandpa, but we'll see. In the meantime, we want to wish you a very happy week. We hope to be podcasting again next Tuesday. We should be on schedule again because Talia will be back on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope to be podcasting again on Tuesday. We wish you a very blessed week full of knitting, crocheting, reading, writing, whatever it is that makes you
happy.
Writing,
and
arithmetic, whatever it makes you happy. So this is Pen, Hook, and Needles, episode 103, and that's a wrap.